Good morning, my beloved friends. Hi, everybody. We're having a little bit of a flea infestation here in my home. Although I got these amazing wipes. Ta-da. My celebrity endorsement. Just kidding. This is called Vet's Best Plus Nature's Healthcare. This flea and tick wipe. Oh my God, is this stuff amazing? But I got bitten last night. Oh my gosh. I guess my little elbow was out. Hurts. Good morning, everybody. Oh my God. Nature at its finest. Okay. So today we are up to lesson 256. It's so cute. I was having a conversation with my mom. She goes, "How many more of these do you have left?" And I said, 110. There's 365 days in the year. And yeah, we got 110 of these left. This has flown by. 255 days, man. I can't believe it's, gosh, what's it, September 13th today. Flown by. What a gorgeous journey this has been. Oh my God, Lorianne, I'm so glad you got to see that. So one of the things in the work that I do spiritual healing work with people. And one of the things we do is entity removals, in which you have conversations with beings, entities, holodines, whatever you want to refer to them as, that are an aspect of you that is kind of unconsciously operating. So I have an incredibly gifted student named Jill. I don't know if Jill's with us this morning. Let me check in quickly and see who's here. Jill is here. Let me say good morning, everybody. Hi, Marianne. Good morning, Angelo. Hi, Denise. Hi, Jill. I love you, sweetheart. Hi, Jorg. Jorg is with his mom, who he received a message from Spirit that she's going to be crossing over. So we're going to have a friend of mine who is a death doula have a conversation with her. The same person that helped my dad. Good morning, Lorianne. Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Valerie. Aw. Hi, guys. Love you. It's so great to see you here. So Jill has been trained by me, and she has become incredibly adept at being able to have conversations with kind of disembodied and disenfranchised aspects of self. And I used to call it entity handling, and my girlfriend of mine was like, "You can't call it that. You're going to scare people." So I started calling it holodyne handling. And holodyne handling comes from the work of Dr. Vernon Wolf. And he taught us how to have conversations, because really all these beings want is love, and they want to go back to the light. So in the middle of last week, when I was in that the throes of thanks, Lorianne. She's saying she was really proud of us. Yeah, Jill's extraordinary. Oh my God. In the throes of this, Jill had agreed to help me with this holodyne, and we did it on the morning meditation platform, so that we had a group of us that were present to this and lending their energy to it. And what was really interesting, normally Jill would have asked me the questions, given that I was the one with COVID, but it flipped, and Jill actually took on the entity of COVID. Oh, got another critter bite. Good Lord, you guys are insidious. So she just did an extraordinary job, and I was able to help her through that. So funny, you feel the bite. So from COVID to fleas, I've had quite the adventure this week. Oh my goodness. All right, so anyway, that video is public and it's available, and yeah, it was really extraordinary. You can look it up on my YouTube channel, and it's called A Conversation with the COVID-19 virus. And yeah, it's been anyway, so that's Jill and I having a conversation with this virus, and it was really extraordinary. And we invoked the presence of Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Yeshua to help. Yeah, it is a game changer. I wish everybody knew this technique. I wish everybody knew what it is that I've been teaching the people that I've been on this journey with for, gosh, I guess the past year. We started last September doing the 50 miracle principles. A Course in Miracles, and it kind of morphed into me teaching people a lot of the techniques that I had learned over the years for helping to transmute energy. I call them psychic healing tools, but it's become a whole like living experience, a living curriculum. Anyway, I can have a conversation with the fleas. Jill, maybe you can help me with that next. Or whatever these little ukus are. I don't actually see fleas, but there's something, boy, they bite you. I think they're biting the hell out of me because I'm extra sweet. I think they like that. They also like my cat. But these guys, oh my God, these little wipes and then the powder's on its way. These things have helped so much. Obviously, I didn't get it on the portion of my arm that was above the covers. Okie dokie. Ah, what a gorgeous lesson for today. So today we have lesson 256. God is the only goal I have. Love that. Okay. And the lesson says, the way to God is through forgiveness here. There is no other way. If sin had not been cherished by the mind, what need would there have been to find the way to where you are? Who would still be uncertain? Who could be unsure of who he is? And who would yet remain asleep in heavy clouds of doubt about the holiness of him whom God created sinless? Here we can but dream, but we can dream we have forgiven him in whom all sin remains impossible. And it is this we choose to dream today. God is our goal. Forgiveness is the means by which our minds return to him at last. So much. And so, our Father, would we welcome you in your appointed way. We have no goal except to hear your voice and find the way your sacred word has pointed out to us. So beautiful. God is the only goal I have today. So excited about this. All right. Thanks for being here, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and bring Magdalene through and let us receive her delicious wisdom. So for anybody who's catching me for the first time, my name is Reverend Lynn LaBorde, and I was asked by Mary Magdalene, the wife of Yeshua, Jesus, and the mother of his children, and an incredible being, the most loving being that I've personally ever encountered, to begin this journey with her and with Yeshua, of going through the lessons of A Course in Miracles, channeling her, and bringing through what I like to call her divine feminine wisdom. So I'm going to channel her now. I go through a series of yawns as her energy comes in. So here I go. Greetings, beloveds. Beloveds, there is indeed but one choice to make, and that is the choice to hear the voice for God, to hear the words of God, to experience God and God alone, and understand, beloveds, that the key, the function for doing that is the forgiveness that you have listened to another voice, that you have indulged in the egoic aspects of self that says that only fear is real. And the truth is that only love is real. And indeed, the voice of God is the remembrance of that. So you go within your hearts, beloved, you come to stillness. You allow the world to fall away. And you bring yourself to a place of forgiving yourself, first and foremost. You call upon the assistance of your higher self. You call upon the assistance of ascended beings. Any essence, any presence that will remind you to listen to the quiet, still voice for love, the voice for God that speaks to you always. And you may find yourself in circumstances that you deem truly do need to be forgiven, choices that you have made, places where you have judged another out of a sense of righteousness, place where you have judged yourself and said, this should not be the way that it is. And yet it is the reality that you have drawn to you from the conclusions and the decisions that you have made through your multitude of incarnations. And we are here to remind you, beloveds, that the voice that is real is indeed the voice for God and the voice of God. And that does indeed speak to you at each and every moment. So allow yourselves the pleasure of knowing that what you have deemed to be separation, what you have deemed to be judgment and ridicule, is merely an inkling pointing you in the position into the direction of knowing there is one truth, one beautiful and exquisite truth that you are an embodiment of, that is only love is real. You are that most precious love, that most precious being that God said, yes, let me create the nuances with grace, with divinity, and with holiness that is this gorgeous being. And that is you, beloveds. That is you in all of the delightful ways in which you walk through the universe, in which you express. And there are indeed times when you forget. There are indeed times when you choose to indulge in the madness. But ultimately, and quite sacredly, beloveds, the voice for God will always be the one that drowns out everything else. And when you yearn, when you desire, and when you will to hear the voice of God, you need only do one thing, which is to forgive yourself for having chosen to listen to any other voice, having chosen to go any other way. You have gone, beloved, the way that you must go for the journey that you are upon. For there is no other way than to return home to the place that you have never left. So you go with our blessings and you go with our grace. And indeed, beloveds, call upon us when we can be of assistance to you. Know that only love is real. And we shall speak with you again. Magdalene came to me at a time in my life when I really, really needed to believe in something outside of me, something that was greater than me, something that could help restore me back to myself. She is that divine, divine being. You're welcome, everybody. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everybody who's watching. I love you. I'll see you guys tomorrow.